made of. So, find anything out? The bank?
I'll show those guys.
This is your glorious ruler, Kang, with a quick message.
Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? Either way, well, sadly, suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me when your name ain't in the credits of Egg Magazine's Game of the Year.
You don't scare me. I'll never tell you where my great-great-great-uncle's pirate treasure is buried. Never! Oh, the password. They don't tell me stuff like that. Just pirate treasure stuff.
Somebody else.
I'll show those guys.
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
So I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and I don't think I care for him very much.
Ah! Don't hurt me, please! I've got a cat to take care of! Oh, Princess Snuffle Meow! What have I got myself into this time?
I need a change of scenery. I can't feel my face.
You seen that superhero supply store? That always seems to be in some sort of
I don't know nothing about no password. But I do know that at a rate of 1,667 words per day, it would take 1 month to write a novella. Does that help at all?
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw off that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. It's like my mom. Don't mind me. Just a teeny minor situation at the old super supply store. All under control. Take it.
The password? I couldn't tell you it even if I wanted to. All I know is the guy who set it up used the name of his cat or his dog or something. Seriously, that is all I know.
Odd that I'm worried.
Now I'll show those guys.
I'm still shocked that Murdoch would defect from AIM to help Squirrel Girl, of all people. Ask me, he got what he deserved getting thrown in the slammer.
I went to get a hairdryer to thaw off that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. That rock looks like my mom. Right. Get this fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
I always thought...
You must have heard something that can help. Ah, the more you know. Not much use to us here, though.
Pirate treasure, you say? Wait, that's not what we're here for. Take this seriously, would ya? That sounds useful, but not on its own. We need more. That loser's opinion won't help us crack the password. Weird name for a cat. Got a feeling that'll be relevant somehow. Okay, from what you've told me, I think I've got it. The password is... Princess Snufflemeow? Oh, boy. Let's just hope it doesn't need a 3 instead of an E or something.
Bingo!
Sweet freedom! Thank you, kind squirrel. And friend.
We did it! Thanks for... I left Chipmunk Hunt and Koi Boy in charge of getting Central Park ready for our big bonanza. Maybe you could give those guys a hand for me?
Thank you for your help. See you at the fundraiser.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday...
Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? They already had their turn. 2, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon. Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project... Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through. So I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I can hit up for the dough? You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one money bags in this joint.
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
To be honest, I was expecting bigger things from Quackstarter after all the hype. Barely hit 5% of my goal. Kids these days don't know what they want.
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
Ravonna, is this a new TV? I can't figure out the remote.
Find out anything about our wealthy friend?
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain. But times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurting sports.
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich. Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared...
I need a change of scenery.
Take down the crime that's happening right now, and you could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction and a job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
It's already that late?
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while.
Yes, quite lovely.
I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was
Fake news reports are being circulated saying people don't like being part of Chronopolis. Citizens are reminded that watching or listening to any news other than official Kang news is a crime.
So what do you got for me? Could be something there. If we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up. Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up. So putting what you've told, the only thing now. Oh, and if you run into Forbush Man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
I always wanted to be a superhero. I also wanted...
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
Yes. Quite lovely.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
It might be a slightly controversial opinion, considering all the people who've been uprooted from their homes, but I actually think this Chronopolis place looks rather picturesque in an unorthodox sort of way.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
In fact, that's very kind of you, dear. Thank you. Now, what kind of picture would I like? How about a picture that features a sphinx, that big floating bowl-looking city, and Kang's big electric tower? That would make for an interesting mix, don't you think?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Your eyes in the water see anything yet?
Nope. Maybe we scared him off already.
Squirrel Girls? What's she
I guess you can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That cool watch Dr. Strange has on his sanctum, where can I get one of those?
It might be a slightly controversial opinion, considering all the people who've been uprooted from their homes, but I actually think this Chronopolis place looks rather picturesque in an unorthodox sort of way. In fact, I was just thinking how nice it would be if someone, perhaps a kind nephew of mine, were to take some lovely photos for me. Only if they had the time of... That's very kind of you, dear. Thank you. Now, what kind of picture would I like? How about a picture that features a sphinx, that big floating bowl-looking city, and Kang's big electric tower? That would make for an interesting mix, don't you think?
Comrade, I need your help.
Where should I go for lunch?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Ooh! I can't feel my face.
one of those.
Did you forget what I asked for, dear? Not to worry. What I'm after is a picture that features a sphinx, that big floating bowl-looking city, and Kang's big electric tower. That would make for an interesting mix, don't you think?
You want me to shovel all that snow? That's too much, man.
I would have brought my own camera, but I don't think you can buy the film for it anymore.
Ugh, if I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, ooh, I'm gonna do something. Already got it. Aw, man.
Stop with those incessant...
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue.
I am Iron Man. But, you already knew that, right?
Horus, help us!
give me a hand, will ya?
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Star-Lord, legendary out.
Thank Castle, you're saved.
I did it! I made another cameo. Gotta add this one to my list at home. Egg!
Thank you for honoring this man, Spaceferros.
You have damaged the round ones. You bring doom upon us.
I need a change of scenery.
Did you forget what I asked for, dear? Not to worry. Thank you, dearie. That looks lovely. Unfortunately, all my... If I think of any...
Interesting specimen. Shame, I probably got...
Maybe some new gloves would cheer me up.
The immortal Iron Fist is ready to face any challenge.
Where should I go?
Your eyes in the water see anything yet? Squirrel Girl sent you? Good timing. We could always do with a little extra manpower. On top of our current chipmunk and fish power, I mean.
When SG asked us to clean Central Park up ready for the Fuzzy event, we thought she just meant picking up soda.
What she declined to tell us is that a whole bunch of villain types have made this place their official stomping ground. We can't go 5 minutes without some random gang of...
I guess you can't blame them. It is rather pleasant around here. Chilly, but pleasant. Anyway, we better get ready to rumble.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, guys, be ready. The Fish Force are telling me our enemies are closing in.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for the Chipmunk Corps to take lookout duty? I mean, it's not like a fish can take a high vantage.
No time for that. Now, we must fight!
Time to honor our promise and clean up this park for good.
But with foot sweeps instead of street sweep purrs.
And shoving instead of... shoveling?
This is not our best material.
Oh man, now I've done it.
What are those sticks called that you use to pick up trash?
Trash sticks?
Kicks instead of trash sticks.
I'm all out. How many more are there?
Weren't you the one with eyes in the water?
Yeah, someone kicked dirt in the pond. Only thing they've got a visual on now is a big brown cloud.
But I have to ask, did anyone ever sort out that poor guy's tire file in the last game? Something is going on.
Icy water course is the only path when I walk past them. Well, who's laughing now, Mom?
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for a picture.
Find somewhere else to hang out. This is our turf now.
If you guys wanted to show up early, you should have sprung for the early bird tickets.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
I forgot to pay the deposit on that popcorn machine.
Oh boy. Doreen's really gonna let you have it.
Invisible. I'm invincible.
I need a change of scenery.
How dare you? How dare you? Come back, yo.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening
You're
up in that
trash.
ruined building. Man, I do not get that.
Woohoo! Score one for the cleanup crew.
What's that?
We can talk.
Oh yeah,
MODOK?
he's the only guy.
Ooh,
I
I can't feel my face.
How are you? How are you, gorgeous?
Something tells me that
Oh,
story
something
doesn't
does.
end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a
What is that?
Gwenpool mission.
Is that
Thanks
a
again
white
for
book?
earlier. Stop by the fundraiser if you get a chance. Okay?
No, I don't want to talk about Gwenpool. I don't want to do all these puzzles. Okay, fine, I'll do that puzzle right here. Hi, Polo.
Help! Help me, my brother! Comrade, I need your help. We thought we were in the clear after being rescued from the base in Siberia, but it seems we were wrong. Not long after our return, the other members of the Winter Guard went crazy, started attacking everyone in sight. This behavior, it is a lot like what happened back at the base. I'm no scientist, but my guess is that this is some kind of delayed reaction to the presence's mind control radiation, which means the only way to save my comrades is to fight them. Excellent. Then we should hurry and look for my comrades. Fighting the Winter Guard will be no, how you say, cakewalk
Are you a
in
stupid
park.
little bear?
I should know. I am one of them. I just hope we can deal with them one at a
That
time.
bear is really stupid. I'm stupid.
These are the Presence's men. We must be on the right track. Foolish humans. I hope you're prepared to be beaten. You leave me no choice but to crush you.
Thanks, buddy.
Surprise. You call this a challenge? I have battled the great and powerful Hulk. Enough with these small fry. We must hurry and catch the big fish.
So, this is the girl I need for my invincible.
defy the presence.
I already have her.
Prepare to be destroyed.
Wait a minute. I already have this character.
Sasha, my friend, this is not you. Stop this madness.
Do not test me, furry beast. Face the power of the Dark Force.
See, I do.
The might of the presence is absolute. Don't stand in our way. Mikhail, where am I?
Welcome back, my little Ponchiki. I'll explain everything when I've rescued the others. For now, just rest. Come, comrade. We must rescue the others. Let me guess, you're wondering why I wasn't affected by the radiation. I'm gonna put it down to my extra body mass. Or maybe bears are just immune. But again, I'm no scientist. You leave us no choice but to bear arms. You mess with this bear, you get the... This doesn't put me in a very cuddly mood. I am not your garden variety anthropomorphic bear. I am Ursa Major, King of Bears. They were no trouble.
No one can stop the might of the presence. I recommend you surrender, little bear.
I don't want to have to hurt you, Dynamo. Please, you must fight it. Wait, did he call me little?
Move aside, or I will simply blast you aside. You You are no match for me.
Hello? Up here!
The presence will have his revenge. I will see to that. Prepare to feel the sting of defeat. What was I just doing?
I'm glad you're back with us, comrade. Wait here. We still have to help Alexei. Now, we just have to save the Red Guardian, and this will all be over.
I see you're not much for the gentle approach. While you're here, could you find my mate? He went looking for some cooking ingredients or something. That was 3 weeks ago.
Ooh, I got this.
Phew, thanks. Bit cold in there. Found my ingredients, Mark, and I reckon we can use them to whip up a tasty aroma that'll coax this nutty fella out of the ground.
If you say so, Jeremy. I was kind of thinking we'd just get out of here. But whatever.
Think you can help get our stuff ready?
Not exactly my kind of thing. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
Okay.
If we work as a team, we can roast this turkey to perfection.
But I've seen you burn cereal. Also, how long have you been calling yourself?
It will not burn. It cannot burn. The fate of our dinner depends on it. That's it. Keep it steady. The heat must be applied evenly and true.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
No! My fiery nemesis has struck again! Quickly, my savory sidekick, quell the sea of flame!
Translation, put out the fire.
This will not be the day I fail.
It is done! Today's secret ingredient is teamwork!
Well, that's a lovely looking turkey, Jeremy. Let's hope it helps Stan get...
Behold as it beckons the beast! And stop calling me Jeremy.
Hey, thanks, guys. How dare these supervillains meddle with the most loquacious man in comics?
All right, we saved the day. Can we go home now? If it's even still there. How long have we been in here?
of these small fry. They must be gluttons for punishment. I'm going berserk! I'll put you into hibernation! You really think you stand a chance against the unsurpassed power of Ursa
The world needs heroes like you.
They were barely worth our time.
So, you made it past the others. Well, the Red Guardian won't go down so easily.
Your mind is not your own, Alexei. Don't let the presence manipulate you.
This is your first and final warning, villain. Don't stand in my way! How about I reshape your face? Never underestimate the science of punching! My head. Mikhail? What's going on?
It seems you have returned to us, comrade. Well, we did it, my friend. It brought me no pleasure, even...
I heard it was you that helped Mikhail. Thank you. My mind is back to normal, but my body may take a little while again to fully recover from our fight. Why not kill some time with a race?
You know, that was a nasty bump you gave me earlier. I guess I should thank you, though. Better to have a little bump than be some mind-controlled slave. I should be fit to join your cause soon. Though, you know what I always find makes time go faster? Racing!
Thanks again for what you did for me and the rest of the guard. Ursa joined you, right? Well, I'd be a bit of a heel if I didn't too, but... Well, I've been sitting here a while waiting for someone to do this race. I'd feel stupid if I left now.
Hey.
Hey, it's me, Agent 13. Think you can help me get these elevators open?
The Terrigen mists gave me...
That's blown it. Doesn't look like I can ride it like that.
For the sake of our
Elevator is not worthy. Well, that's not technically a cube, and it's definitely not the cosmic kind I was after. That was bad intel. Very bad intel. How about you take that thing and we just forget this ever happened?
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Yes.
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for entry into the Terrible Tinkerer's Technical Track Trial. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know?
I'm not that important anymore. As you can see,
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive?
I understand this level.
Didst thou think I would not be here in our time of need?
Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Yo, I really don't
Science to the rescue.
The massless field flux should self-limit.
How do I play this?
I must protect my city, no matter the cost.
Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Yeah, I'm so trash.
Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing.
I can't play this. How do you play this level?
The massless field flux should self-limit. get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some
I'll be back tomorrow for days I want to see you the best like
ulterior motive?
Yeah, I'll try to be back tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after the day.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know?
I'm gonna try to rock that.
I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. The massless field flux should self-limit.
So bad.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing.
Cheat. Okay.
The massless field flux should self-limit.
No, please, let me up here, please. Alright, I'm not working on this one real quick.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive?
Oh my god. Tomorrow.
Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Oh my god, this
The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? The massless field flux should self-limit. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
I'm playing Lego Marvel Superheroes too.
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject.
Why would I be disappointed?
Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know?
This is my last.
The massless field flux should self-limit. get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Not bad, I suppose. Come back anytime you want to challenge the course. I could always use more test data, and there might be other rewards for you.
Captain Marvel, Earth's mightiest hero. Prepare to be amazed.
How am I supposed to make the greatest production the world has ever seen under these conditions?
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to.
And we have power once more. But where is our star? Is he still asleep? Someone wake him up! A stage without its star is like soft serve without a cone. A mess! Our star is probably still sleeping in his trailer. That boy can sleep through anything. Hurry and wake him up!
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain.
Ah, there you are. Get on that stage already.
All right, already. Get off my back, Dad.
And try to look a little more awake.
But that's my secret. I'm always sleepy.
All right. The show's about to begin. I've saved you a seat in the front row. Sit down and behold the magic of musical theater.
But I'm so tired.
There was some questionable training taking place on.
Oh, I love this part.
Come on! When's somebody gonna hit something?
Yep. Definitely prefer these shows when they ain't doing the talking.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Maybe just credible rather than incredible, but for the first night, not too shabby.
Great! Now, can I go back to bed?
You played a major role in this performance yourself. Allow me to thank you with this. Maybe we'll see you at a future show.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
We're not gonna get attacked again, are we? I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
Wait!
Hey, get out of here! This place is covered in invisibility serum. The you break it, you bought it policy still counts when you can't see it, you know.
Ha! You...
There might also be a little toxic goo spill, so watch your step. We keep the stuff in stock for our more villainous clientele, you see. There's something for everyone here. So, you're probably wondering how I, acquired all these fine products? Let's just say it was the luck of the claw. I mean draw. Luck of the draw. Yeah. Why would I say claw? That's so bizarre. Don't mind me. Just a teeny minor situation at the old super supply store. All under control. Take it you noticed the, floating? Very shocked. I spilled a drum of anti-grav on myself. Don't come in, though. It's all in hand. What? Oh, now, where's that emergency override? I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe if I cut out Darren.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening.
Oh, there we go. You really saved the day there, hero. Such fine work deserves a prize. If you take a nosy in that cash register, there should be a little something for your trouble.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Nice. But I guess if you were... See you again soon. Quick note. The water in those sprinklers is riddled with gamma radiation.
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard?
Another crime, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
This snow's been real bad for business. My poor store's been split down the middle. Ah! What are you doing? The balloons I want are on the other side of the store, not here. Something must have gone down. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe like that day.
Hey, how'd you get in there? Don't you go popping any of them balloons, you hear? I mean it. No!
Nice.
Ah! What are you doing? Just take your filthy brick and get out of here. Hey, bub. Lend me a hand? I'm losing my mind trying to find the John in this place. It's like a maze up here. I don't know what the mook who designed this place was thinking the way it's laid out. And the buttons for controlling the doors are all over the place. Unless we just wired it up wrong. Think we're getting close. I can feel it in my pipes. We made it! Oh, thank goodness. Come to Papa. Wait, are those pumpkin bombs? Ah! I suddenly don't need the restroom. Please don't tell the guys about this, okay?
What's up, Valerie?
More in its original packaging?
Ugh, where's a translator when you need one, huh? Lucky for you, your girl Gwenpool is fluent in Makek. Now, let's see what's got this guy's bananas in a bunch. Okay, so it sounds like the little fella is challenging you to try out his, snowman-based training? Well, that can't be right. Let me try that again. Nope, that was it. Snowman training. Because, of course, any martial artist worth their salt trains against inanimate piles of snow. So, you gonna humor the little guy and give it a whirl or what? Apparently he's timing you, so make like an angry Hulk and get smashing. Bad news, he's talking to himself. Good news, both he and himself seem impressed with your snowman slaying. Makek tradition states that due to your failings, you can now only eat moldy bananas. I'm kidding. He just said try again. He said, find your inner banana to know true peace. Or something. I wasn't really listening. Do Makeks even like bananas? Or am I just being ignorant? So I... Okay, now he's just yelling something about getting ultimate revenge. Sounds like someone needs a hug more than he needs to watch some doofus beating on snowmen. Well, how about that? He says you smashed enough snowmen in a random time limit to satisfy his ice lust. And as a reward, he's gonna let you play as him in the game. Now ain't that the Makeks banana?
Interesting specimen. Shame, I've probably got about 1 million of these at home.
On top of the Avengers mansion earlier.
I ain't seen this much trash in one place since my last family reunion.
The Tales know this place as the nexus of all realities, where worlds collide, and where I hope to find...
That's all well and good, but it ain't helping me get this safe open. Gotta be all sorts of dinero in there. Lend me a hand, and maybe I'll share it with you.
What care I for dinero? I have traveled an age in search of my lady's belongings, only to find them stuck in this foul swamp tree.
We've all been there, friend.
What?
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers Mansion earlier.
Reckon we could use that to blow this safe sky high. If we had something to ignite it.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art.
These resemble my lady's belongings, but as I thought, a hex has been placed upon this luggage. Have at you, foul garments!
All right. This ought to blow the whole caboodle and then some. Everybody, shut your bazoos and stand back.
This is blammo!
Of course it ain't. Now I'm all petered out and none the richer for it. Though maybe this stick in the mud is hiding some kind of gold nugget.
We may as well find out. I'm in no hurry to return and explain to my lady that I slayed her chattel.
Huh? Did you just swipe something out of that contraption?
Let it... Well, aren't you?
You're telling me this now?
Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. What about you? How are you?
Is there a person out there who can understand my vision? Working with Howard on this video game of his has been problematic. He laughed at my idea for the final boss, but I think he simply lacks the imagination to grasp its true awesomeness. But as an accomplished game designer, this is a problem I know how to fix. Some ideas are better to show than tell, so what we need is a a smart decision. I'll show you my design for the character. You've signed an NDA, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Get yourself looking the part, then we can start the demo.
Kang here, wondering why.
Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey.
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
Looking good. We're lucky I managed to arrange this meeting with Howard. He's usually crazy busy on the phone with publishers all day and... Wait. We don't have a publisher yet. That lazy. Soon as Howard shows up, I'll rustle up some enemies for you to fight.
I always thought Kunlun had a city on the mountain.
All right, Forbush, make this quick. I've got another meeting after this. About meetings.
But we're the only two people working on... never mind. Feast your eyes on Cock-a-doodle-doom!
What? Huh?
No one is safe from this foul enemy.
Oh, good. Poultry jokes.
I assure you, this villain is no yoke.
And not even original ones.
Fried don't know what you mean.
Ugh.
Cock-a-doodle-doom lays her enemies to waste with devastating expertise.
The puns are making me like it less. You know that, right?
If you think she's done with you yet, you're fresh out of clock.
No.
And you won't. Oh.
No matter how old you get, nothing beats walking through fresh snow.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here. Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions. Go find it.
Speaking of ChronoCon, you did get the tickets, right?
I thought you were doing that.
This is what I get for teaming up with a walking pot rack.
Where should I go for lunch?
To one more of those Kang announcements. Ooh, I'm gonna do something.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long. Across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard?
I cannot rescue them alone, but who wouldst aid me? Pray, friend, hear my plight. The great frog king Glugwort and his people have been taken captive by the most fearsome rat of all, Ratso. Thou might scoff, but I assure ye that Ratso and his army are not to be trifled with. Or any... Thou must aid me in rescuing the frog folk. As but a single frog, I fear mine chances... Well met. Then follow me. Onward! Hark! Our quarry lies ahead. We shall dispatch these reprehensible rodents in the blink of an eye. Ha ha! Thou fights with the warrior's heart. not, citizen, for the threat has been quelled. Hop home swiftly. I gather thou dost not hear the language of frogs, but know that he was grateful for our help. Now, let us press on. More rats. Let us take the fight to them. With thy aid, we shall surely emerge victorious. What madness is this? For a moment, those rodents hold thou no more. Return to thy dwellings, post haste. Yes, I shall relay the message. She wished me to pass on her gratitude, and that she is fond of thy sick style, whatever that means. Shall we proceed?
What's up, Damarcus?
Together, we shall defeat these beasts. Now is our moment. We strike.
How you pick the pot?
The enemy's hand has been stayed. Thou art free to go. Not even a thank ye from that one. No matter, our work is not yet done.
You're literally so late to buy the battle.
Well, I hope you understand these newfangled forges. I've no idea what this.
Did you got the battle pass, or did you got Fortnite crew?
Must find bad
people.
Scare them away.
I mean, it is a scare.
By
You have to
Odin's
put
beard,
in
ye
like
shall
a
feel the
constant
thunder of mine hammer.
But I suppose
Nefarious creatures, free my companion or face the
you get
consequences.
so much out of the Fortnite battle pass crew.
The danger has passed. Is thou able to find thine own way home? I used to attend school with her, though she did not seem to recall me. And after countless occasions of lending her mine eraser.
This democracy thing will never catch on.
Hark! That is the dreaded Rat, Ratso, and holds the king as his prisoner. Deplorable rodents, feel the wrath of Frogilner. Have at thee, foul creature!
So that means you buy the Fortnite crew to
Curse ye, Ratso! Thou shalt pay for this insult to our great king! My noble king, we have banished the rats. Thou art free. Well, I am humbled by your kind words, my liege. I would tell you what he said, but I fear the human tongue would not do it justice. Apologies. But that is for another time.
Made me travel all the way to the whole other side. Going from Manhattan to medieval England. That'd be so serious.
Trip to the Antarctic, so this actually
This is lost. Like 3 areas that are up. After this last puzzle. Let's really
Citizens are
Welcome, students. I am your sensei, Are you ready for the trial?
Oh, snap! I went to get... This is new. I'm not in a comic anymore. Check me out. Square feet, head stud, unusual thumbs. This is awesome. I'm my own minifig. I need to get a pic of this before it wears off. If it wears off. Hello, Gwenpool. To whom am I speaking? The designer? Hello, Chief. Bonus missions? Yes, 100% I can help. But what about the guy who did it last time? Oh, really? Okay, boss, sure. I'm in. Bye. Hey, so looks like I'm your host for these bonus missions. How cool is that? Choice bonus locations, awesome characters to play, and at the end you get yourself the all-important pink bonus brick. Wherever shall we go first? Welcome back, oh seekers of the pink bricks. Fame. She can be a cruel and fickle mistress. And my pal, Howard the Duck, is aware of that more than most today. He's not feeling the love from his fellow man for all his saving the day heroic do-goodery. I mean, that's not why he does it. But a pat on the back every now and again wouldn't hurt. What Howard needs to get people talking about him is a full-tilt, immersive, genre-defining, massively multiplayer, online video game with his beak on the cover! As luck would have it, there's a Gamescon going on just the other side of the park. Exactly the place to pitch a Howard multi-platform title. Teeny problem. The Access All Areas passes for the convention sold out months ago, dude. You'll have to use some of your quack fu ingenuity to get past those lines and pitch your game idea to the panel. The guy next to Howard seems to want to help. Who is he? Let me check one sec. Forbush, man? Even I ain't never heard of this guy. I'm wondering if he's after his own game, too. That might be stretching things a little. But what do I know? If he can help Howard, then he's okay by me.
Hello, Manhattanites! Welcome to Timely Comics HQ, where we've got everything you could possibly want for all your timely needs. Come on in and get your geek on, people. This is ChronoCon!
Sold out? Well, that's just great. I knew we shouldn't have stopped for drive-through. Now we'll never get into the panel.
Hey, Howard, why don't we come up with a distraction? You know, so we can sneak in without needing passes.
Nah, that'd never work. Wait, I know. I'll create a distraction so we can sneak in without needing passes. Why didn't I think of that before?
Hey, that's what I just...
Pipe down. You'll blow our cover. Now to put my ingenious plan into action.
Listen up, folks. I mean, attention convention attendees or something. We have a limited number of tickets available at the main desk downstairs for you to have your dream selfie with Tony Stark. That's right, Iron Man himself. Billionaire, superstar, blah, 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 whatever, so hurry up.
Well, would you look at that? A pretty flawless plan if I do say so myself.
Don't worry, oh, you lovely, loyal people that are still here. We've got so many other great guests for you. I mean, who needs Iron Man when we have the Shocker? So, come on in and meet your heroes. Get an autograph, take some selfies, and share them online. The world needs to know exactly how cool you are.
Blah, blah, blah. Time to show these guys what a 10 out of 10 video game looks like.
Gee, I hope that wasn't expensive.
Nah, it was already broke when I got here. Now this is what I call an upgrade. Iron Man, eat your heart out.
Man, that suit is, well, it's something. I mean, it's no Mark 17, but I'm definitely digging it.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Ooh, Orbishman! Does anyone know his secret identity? Answers to me on a postcard. Or, preferably, a less antiquated digital social media platform. Go.
Hard as it may be to believe, I do occasionally...
Yeesh, what a heap of junk! Who'd pay to come and look at a glorified oven mitt?
Ooh, that sounded smashy. Guessing that gauntlet has to be worth, like, at least $1 bajillion. Trust me, I'm pretty good with math.
How do I get myself in these...
You know, the way that Stan Lee animatronic is tapping on the glass and waving for assistance is so lifelike. Anyone else concerned that Howard the Duck and Forbish Man are trashing the place? Not seem odd to anyone else? Just me? All right.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Whoa, stand back, folks. And Super Green Skin Smash Troll Brothers is no more. Operation Capwolf is an X game. And say goodbye to Luke Cage bass fishing?
Hey everybody! Check out this brand new video game featuring yours truly. Available in all good stores in Chronopolis. And some bad ones.
Yes, this game is rad! The lesser spotted, much underappreciated Howard the Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Get over here, Howie. Victory lap time.
It really is that easy to get a game made. If you happen to be a duck in a time-locked city, that is. Sure, they all look happy now. But what about when they get 100%? What then? Does the game have any super bonus brick-gathering bonus adventures? No? You'll need a day one patch, my friend, and Sharpish. Just don't let old Panhead near it. I think he's struggling with actual reality. Never mind the virtual kind. What am I saying? Howard's game has got Howard in it. It doesn't need anything else. Give me a copy. Let me through. Hello again, fellow champion! They're all so good! You can't just buy one! Welcome back, oh seekers of the pink
Nights. Welcome to Timely Comics HQ, where we've got everything you could possibly want for all your timely needs. Come on in and get your geek on, people. This is ChronoCon.
It's absurd! It's insane! It's for Bushmen!
Listen up, folks. I mean, attention convention attendees or something. We have a limited number of tickets available at the main desk downstairs for you to have your dream selfie with Tony Stark. That's right, Iron Man himself. Billionaire superstar, blah, 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 whatever. So hurry up.
Loyal people that are still here, we've got so many other great guests for you. I mean, who needs Iron Man when we have the Shocker? So, come on in and meet your heroes. Get an autograph, take some selfies, and share them online. The world needs to know exactly how cool you are.
Blah, blah, blah. Time to show these guys what a 10 out of 10 video game looks like.
Something for my next session of magical studies, perhaps? How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
Sure, I can put this to good use.
You know, the way that Stan Lee animatronic is tapping on the glass and waving for assistance is so lifelike.
I think this cements Stan the Man as the king of cameos. Excelsior!
Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Whoa, stand back, folks. And Super Green Skin Smash Troll Brothers is no more. Operation Catwolf is an X game. And say goodbye to Luke Cage bass fishing? Some would say this is a tragedy. I would personally call it a mercy. The barrel has been scraped. Nothing but wood remains. Ooh, that sounded smashy. Guessing that gauntlet has to be worth, like, at least $1 bajillion. Trust me, I'm pretty good with math.
Hello? Is there a better person to do this? Probably not.
Excelsior!
Yes, folks, it...
Excelsior!
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
I am a more...
All this snow money, huh? Mom?
Back for some cheat/pink brick action? So many pink bricks! With a few more, you could build a tiny little pink house. Squirrel Girl and friends, Koi Boy and Chipmunk Hunk are throwing a party in the park. Ahem. I mean, holding an awareness-raising event for the Fuzzy Foundation. Fuzzy, of course, standing for Friends of Unbeatable Zoocentric Youngsters. Maybe need to work on a snappier title. And also not hold the event in a snowstorm? Check out that sweet cosplay dude they've got to MC! That costume is awesome! It almost looks like the real MODOK. Oh yeah, so anyway, everyone was having a great time, despite the snow. But then strange things started to happen. Fight! Harsh words are bellowed, all seemingly in the vicinity of a funny-looking squirrel beast. This is not going to help improve the rep of woodland rodents. Squirrel Girl thinks she smells the work of an old foe, Robotoskur, aka Girl Squirrel. Some trickster squirrel from Asgard that spreads discord and general bad juju. Should it be sparking like that? Like it's a robot? These poor critter lovers have been mind-messed into breaking up the meditation class. And I don't think putting those turtles in the voting lake will make them less angry, guys. The water looks freezing. That's just a waste of good pizza! The suspiciously well-costumed MC urges the heroes to restore order and the good name of rodents everywhere. Go get 'em, forest friends!
Dang! I think we've seen this thing before, and we defeated it, but last time we had a lot of help. Oh, this could get messy.
They have hostages, and that music. Oh!
Not your thing? I'm kind of digging it. Really an improvement? Dang. Try again.
Holy carp. That's beautiful.
Ugh. How long have you been sat on that piece of solid gold punnery?
Since I came...
Oh, now this is nice. If I had some nuts right now, you could leave me here all day.
This is so meta. It's like Gwenception. Anyways, to business. I'm running a face-in-the-hole stand. There are 3 boards around the park. When you find them, there will be a clue to help you out. Once you've done all 3, there will be a huge reward. Well, a reward anyway.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now. How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Get me out of here! Hey, give me a hand, will ya? Now you've asked for it. You're not gonna be in mint condition after this. How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Hey, thanks, guys. How dare these supervillains meddle with the most loquacious man in comics? Excelsior!
This should be easy. Yo, Koi Boy, sally forth, speak to those turtles and tell them to cease and desist their harassment of the good people of New York.
I cannot communicate with these creatures. Are turtles fish? Are they fish adjacent? Sometimes I wonder whether you guys understand my powers at all.
I mean, they're kind of fish adjacent. I would have thought you could do that. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, don't be like that. I'm still useful. I'm gonna get in there and take a look. to discredit you, but no matter. We will just have to take more direct action. I have my AIM agents, Robotosker. I have my superior intellect and my doomsday chair. And what do you have? A large bushy tail, a chipmunk, a floundering fish,
and
a nutbuster!
Where's the Nutbuster?
Robotosker! Attack!
Stark beefed up security. I had to improvise. Besides, this thing is cheaper to run. Get ready, MODOK. It's time to eat nuts and kick butts. And sadly for you, I'm all out of nuts.
Robotosker! Attack! Blast this useless hunk of vibranium! When this is over, I will turn you into a talking toaster! Robotosker! Attack! How dare you turn my genius against me! There will be consequences!
See, I knew it! That fake MODOK was actually the real MODOK.
You can spot genuine, big, evil floating heads a mile away. Remember I mentioned it in the intro cutscene?
A real cosplay piece would have passed out by now from wearing all that paper mache.
MODOK's plan to besmirch the good name of our bushy-tailed heroine is up in smoke. And Doreen has come out with even more cred than before. Hashtag, I run a clan backfire, MODOK. All that's left is for Koi Boy to stop making fish puns. We get it already. And for the robot squirrel to get to tech support. Then we can save progress with a clear conscience. Bye!
Excelsior!
Right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
How is the strongest one there is?
Not exactly my kind of thing. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
Get me out of here! You guys just picked the wrong comic book legend to mess with.
Enough! Horrible rodents! Slippery fish! You may have thwarted my plan to discredit you, but no matter. We will just have to take more direct action! I have my AIM agents, Robotoskur. I have my superior intellect and my doomsday chair. And what do you have? A large bushy tail, a chipmunk punk, a floundering fish.
Well, either the situation's getting worse, or I am. I choose to believe the former.
Blast this useless hunk of vibranium! When this is over, I will turn you into a talking toaster! Robotosker! Attack! How dare you turn my genius against me! There will be consequences!
Excelsior!
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
Says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing here.
accepted payment from that so-called television.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
This is your glory.
It's on Friday.
Oh no, please, I don't want any more.
Hydra Square just beautiful? All lit up and shiny.
Ignorance is strength. Bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
can't find him.
Where in tarnation they go?
Ever found that walking, talking totem?
Kang is watching you. Always watching.
I know it's. Everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks.
You made that look easy.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous.
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area.
I assure you, officer, this is just a humble sightseeing business. The suggestion that we're smuggling gold bricks is completely unfounded.
In that case, you won't mind opening up and letting me verify that for myself.
The Citadel shield has fallen. Kang's reign is at an end. The Sakarsan will save us all.
I was never in this much danger before, Chronopolis.
Where's my personal holographic assistant when I need it?
noticed some criminal activity not far.